Oh.
See what I put up with, people? Help me.
Ah, fuck!
Oh goodness. We're off to a great start.
I dropped my notebook. I'm prepared. I'm too prepared.
You had too much prepared in your hands.
So much preparedness. All the elf boys. Welcome back, guys.
Hi.
Episode 10 of Markup the Wanderers. Damn it. Lights and Oh, Lights and Fable.
You forgot to
I'm a
change it enough.
professional. Hi, I'm Jasper. I will be your dungeon master this evening. We are missing a certain tabaxi, but you know who we're not missing?
Who?
Roy.
Oh goodness. Hi, I'm Molly. I play Roy Fenn Rose, a cleric fearball, who's just he's doing his best here. Um, we met in a very odd way, which is one party member opened the door with a ghost hand, and that party member would be
Jeff, I'm playing Thyra Savanara, who is a arcane trickster rogue and a blade singer wizard. And he is the only, I think he's the only actual full elf in the party, despite
Rena.
what Yari thinks. She's not a full elf.
True spoilers.
That is
because he told me yesterday, not yesterday, last Sunday.
Yeah, it's not a spoiler now.
I'm Sepnet. I'm playing Yardros, the Green Dragonborn Arcane Archer, and I would absolutely argue is that all the precious elves in our party are precious, even Rana.
Oh, hey, that's my cue. Howdy, folks. I am Sterling. I'm playing Rana, the completely wood elf rogue bear who's currently looking for something a little tall and pointy to throw Virus off of.
Well, unfortunately, Waterdeep has taken down all their tall and pointy things because you're in the yawning portal still after defeating the shadow demon, and by defeating I mean shoving it into a bag of holding.
Wait, so we're in the yawning portal that has a giant pit into the center of the earth?
Yeah, but you're not allowed to touch it. Durden's telling you no.
That's okay. I don't have to touch it. I can just throw him into it.
No, it's a no throwing zone.
I'm going to cast a suggestion on Reyna that her
Their glory and be nice.
her next husband is waiting at the bottom of the well.
But yeah, last time we left off, I somehow managed to stress Virus out, and it's really great to hear. Because he got a nice little calling card from his good old buddy Oberon, King of the Feywild.
It's fine. It's fine. Everything's
It's fine. I mean, Theravol's not there right now, so that's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
There was a nice little heart-to-heart between Fearball, the elf, and Glory finally convinced you guys how to take off his goddamn collar.
Yeah. Oopsies.
I don't know. I kind of like him like this.
Keep that stuff in the bedroom, hon.
Yeah, that ship has sailed.
Metaphorically, or
Stares off into the distance.
No, there actually is a ship.
we're putting him on there. That's how we're solving this problem.
Yeah, except I own the boat, but that's neither here nor there.
From very far
Are we doing like Viking funeral style? Is someone shooting a burning arrow at him?
From very far away, you hear Jameson yell, "It's not your boat!"
Don't mind him.
But yes, anyway, you guys are still in the yawning portal. Partly you decided to wander off with Lydia for a couple days. So you guys wanted a few days rest. Do you dispel the thingy, Roy?
Yes, I think that in our time of resting, I have prepared dispel magic for him, and
Yes, when you touch it, the collar kind of just like starts popping and fizzling.
I am so sorry. This
And then it just kind of falls off, and Gloria just looks at you and goes, "Thank God!" And then just starts drinking.
Sir, I don't know if that's a terribly good idea at the moment.
It's how he copes. Just let him do it. He'll be fine.
But we don't know what sort of lingering effects it might have had.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
It's fine. Everybody, while Virus is disguising Yari into an elf.
I'm trying to make Yari look like me
Oh.
and make myself just look different.
Okay, well, with that 8 disguise kit, Jeff.
I got 23 on Yari's check. I got 8 for
Yari
myself.
looks beautiful. He's a beautiful elf. Your ears are sticking out, and you're wearing your "I'm Virus" t-shirt.
Shit! My #1 dad t-shirt.
That's a lie.
But you think you're doing a pretty good job. But yeah, everybody roll perception checks, please.
Perception.
Perception. It's not a high DC. But now that I said that, Roy's gonna roll like a 2.
Yeah.
Roy's not very perceptive.
Please.
It's okay.
Oh, thank you.
Oh wow.
Hey, that's not bad.
Oh,
There we go.
Okay, so Yari, you're the first to notice this. Let me find my supple little boy.
Don't say so.
Wow.
That's.
Dun dun dun. Where'd he go?
I really have no idea how to respond to that.
Okay, so Yari, you first notice coming from yelling outside. Someone is yelling about the Dancing Lights Carnival that is coming about like 5 miles out of town. And you also see that who is yelling it is this. It seems to be a young elven boy with brown hair, and he's just kind of passing out flyers.
He looks sad.
He's
He sucks.
He's not sad. Maybe you should talk to him.
Maybe he just has, resting bitch face. Maybe he's just got resting.
Mourn face. He just constantly looks like somebody just ran over his dog.
It's depression.
Yeah.
But yeah, Yari, you notice that first, and then everyone else slowly starts to notice as well. Also, Yari, with that, you do notice, Therival is in the tavern again.
There's a elf caravan coming to town.
Cool.
Are there supposed to be elf caravan? I guess it goes between kingdom and kingdom, huh?
I
Yes.
just had a thought. Does Yari have a tail?
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
Okay, so basically Yari's tail's like shoved up his shirt. Meanwhile, I've got like a cardboard box with some sections cut out of it to make a tail behind me. Sorry.
Beautiful.
Sorry. I just wanted to make the picture there.
No, that's a beautiful word image. Do you guys go outside at all?
Definitely.
Yeah. I mean, why not?
I'm too busy getting pissed drunk.
It's 8 in the morning.
Exactly.
So he's behind schedule.
Okay, so you all go outside except for Anna. And
Oh, no, I still go outside. I'm just drinking heavily at the time.
Okay. And the child, he's not really a child, he's like late. He will look at you and be like, "Oh, hi," and just hand you a flyer.
What does it say?
It says, "Welcome to the Dancing Lights Carnival featuring the Fables in Theobald's Sanctuary."
Ooh.
Everyone besides Molly roll a history check. And Varys, I'll give you an advantage. Who the fuck? I don't fucking know.
That alcohol's doing its job.
Yeah, Virus. It sounds familiar, but
If kids want to go, we can go.
the lad is just kind of staring at you, and then just kind of looks at your bag, and then back at you, and goes, "It's fun.
Most things are.
I like your fake tail."
Thank you. I'm trying to learn how to articulate it properly.
If you go to the sanctuary, Theobald should be able to teach you how.
That might be interesting.
And then he just kind of gives a flower, not wow, a flyer to Yari, and then just like walks off and starts handing them out to more people.
All these elves just want to give Yari flowers.
It's
Hey,
a flyer.
It's great.
Printed on a flower.
It's just a bag of flour.
You get David's corpse.
Oh no!
Hey, was it signed by an elf?
What?
I said, was it signed by an elf?
Yes, it's an autographed
Fire?
corpse.
Then well, no. Never mind.
It says red rum across his chest. Is that what you mean?
It also says once you guys look closer. Sorry, I'm ripping my paper up and destroying all my notes.
Oh, good.
Oh, that's a
On
big
the
move.
bottom, like underneath like the dancing lights part, it says brought to you by Cyrus Lighting.
Who's Cyrus? Does any of you know who this man is? Or what they do?
I don't know.
Those history checks, they have no idea.
He's some dude. Likes lights and dancing.
Are you trying to lie?
Yes.
I would say that probably he wasn't that famous in the Moon Chase.
They was not famous in the Moon Chase.
I'm going to give them an in-depth history lesson about Cyrus as we get.
Oh, we absolutely believe you.
Please tell me everything about Cyrus. Tell me, what race is he?
Well, I believe that he's a dwarf of some sort. He hails from a little-known place known as None Your Business, and he mostly made his fortune in whale blubber.
In what?
Whale blubber.
Whale blubber.
Yeah, you render it into oil, and then you could use the light lamps and stuff. It's quite lucrative.
Does he happen to have any business interests in a city with giant walking tripods and lasers?
Maybe.
God damn it! And don't get him confused with Lightbringer, he's Lightington.
Yeah, it's near the farming village of No Solicitors.
I don't like anything to like.
Have you met him before?
Not him specifically, but I have walked in the same social circles, of course.
Ah. Just real quick, I want to note, I have absolute faith in you at the moment because of our little heart-to-heart.
God damn it. Don't make me feel bad for being a sociopath.
Okay, so everybody
My
believes
job.
Spirit. So yeah, what do you guys want to do? It's about a 5-mile walk out of Payout.
I'm just practicing my
Way
lies
too
so
far to go just to see the Yahoos throwing each other over things.
I'm gonna get a falafel and go.
Oh, it also says it has really great food carts.
Oh, never mind then.
Do they have a liquor license?
Yes, of course they do. It's a carnival.
Hey, I don't assume.
Maybe you should go there and find out. A Feywaffle. Yes, Jeff, you're right.
Boo.
I like to think that the vendor just has a speech impediment and is trying to say Fey waffle,
You
but just
guys
keeps saying
already
waffle.
forget about Wally?
Wowie?
The Falafel Hut?
Yeah. Yeah, for waffles.
You already forget? Yeah.
Okay.
That was where the Fey waffle joke came from. Was because of how you were saying falafel.
Wally's Feywaffle Hut?
Exactly.
But anyway, Dory is all about going to this Dancing Lights carnival. Like, he's putting on his best, not really, he's just putting on a clean shirt that's not his sister's. And he's also, like, non-stop, talk this whole time. Like, he's making up for lost days.
Oh, kill me.
Rana, I think you would be excited to hear your husband's voice again.
Hang on. I have to go kill my father. Be right with you.
Oh.
Okay, so
Not you.
Okay, so Roy, Gloria will go up to you and be like, "So, thank you."
Oh, it's no problem. I just wish that we had done it sooner.
I tried.
Yeah, you did.
Tried.
We
Well, anyway, and he'll put his arm around your shoulder.
okay,
Let's
I
walk
guess this is what
inside.
we're doing.
Just me and you.
Okay, what do we
You
do?
have him back by 11, you hear?
Are you talking to me or
Uh-huh.
him?
Wait a minute.
Yes.
Who's touching my elves?
The
And
king of the elves is touching the blue
Oh,
elf.
okay. That's perfectly fine. All right. Carry on.
He will bring you to a dark alley.
oh, I need an adult.
And he'll just like kind of lean against the wall and be like, "Oh no, roll 20."
Oh no!
Anyway,
As he
Glory.
steps
Okay.
around the corner, he fades out of existence.
But yeah, he'll kind of do like put one hand against the wall and like stand, trying to be tall as you, but he's not that tall. He'll be like, "Listen, so we're going to this carnival, correct, friend? Best buddy, Roy.
I believe so. Yes.
Cool. Don't let Cyrus see me.
I'm sorry.
Just don't let him see me." And
May I ask why?
oh, me and him, the dwarf, any air quotes, just don't have the best relationship right now.
Would
It's just past stuff. We got in a tussle.
does Rana know of this?
Nope. But let's keep it that way, just for now.
Why are you telling me?
Because everybody seems to be putting their secrets into you, so why not add another?
It's true. I am like a piggy bank right now.
Yeah, you're the priest. Get used to confessions.
Besides, they have owl bears there, like as petting. Yeah.
You say that, and my eyes just immediately widen.
He'll also take out of his pocket just like a bud of oleander and be like, "I have this too," and he just like walks away whistling.
I'm thinking for a moment and slowly follow behind him as I'm contemplating what he's meaning.
But yeah, Gloria will look at everyone and just clap his hands and be like, "All right, let's go party."
Sounds alright to me.
First round of drinks are on Virus.
Nope.
And he'll just like start walking off. Like doo 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 doo. Is there anything you would like to do in the yawning portal before you go to the carnival?
Can I assassinate Theraval in the restroom?
If you can go up to him in the bathroom if you want.
Look over at the urinal.
It'll be like that scene in Mission Impossible. Start banging each other's heads off the urinals and stuff. It'll be great.
But no, Theraval is still in the yawning portal, still sipping his cup of tea. He looks a little bit happier tonight. He's in the spring season. Oh, Jeff, roll a d4.
Oh God.
Ooh.
Autumn for a change.
Why you always got autumn?
I know. That's why I said
You
for a
want to roll
change.
again?
Yes.
Okay, roll again.
Uh,
Is that winter?
that's winter. Yes, I can deal with winter.
Oh.
Okay, so you're gloomy.
Yes.
Theraval's springy. Do you go up to him?
No. No, I want to stay the hell away from him.
Okay, he has like this book open, and you can see like there's pressed flowers in it.
Aw.
But he just makes eye contact with you and winks.
Weirdo.
So wait, does he have Roy's Book of Plants?
He has a book of plants and flowers.
I think he just likes pressing flowers. Eladrin are into weird stuff. Yeah. Basket weaving and such.
Knitting. He
Mhm.
takes out some knitting. Anyway, knitting aside, so you all gather your. You don't have to gather your belongings, I guess, because you basically have free reign at the yawning portal at this point.
I'm gonna go ahead and gather a couple other people's belongings though on our way out.
Roll a sleight of hand. Let's see who you
just,
rob.
just like casually walk through and be like, "Oh, my bag."
Yeah, roll a sleight. Oh, okay. Yeah, you pick up this really like goopy bag.
Oh,
And when you look inside of it, it just seems to be filled with like cow meat and like sludge.
oh.
And then you look over and you see this like really old goblin bear like, "Hey, where's my lunchbox?" And he's just hobbling around.
I give him back his lunch.
He just smacks you with his cane and goes, "Don't do
I
that."
say, "I'm sorry. I thought this was my Louis Vuitton."
It's Gucci. I'm Gucci the Goblin. Have a great day.
I like his
so
fashion sense.
Puts on his shades.
I now need to know what he and David hang out and talk about.
Gucci and David.
I'm gonna cry.
That's the next one shot, actually. Alright, Gucci the Goblin aside, he wobbles up the stairs, just mumbling about old whippersnappers and rah rah rah. And we're going to the.
Should I steal a wagon?
No.
Okay.
5 miles isn't that much to walk.
I know.
You've already stolen one wagon. You can steal another if you
I think you forget that Virus has, effectively no musculature.
He just lays down and is like, I don't wanna.
I'll try to carry him for as long as I can.
Oh, you don't need to do that. It's fine.
Grapple the elf. Oh.
Oh.
I'm just sort
He
of
dropped on
dragging
his
you.
head.
See, I had a whole short stack for breakfast. It's just weighing me down.
I had one whole crepe.
Alright.
Went straight to my hips.
So, crepes aside, 1 second. You eventually, it takes you like, I'm really bad at traveling. We'll say 2 hours.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, we're probably not in like a super rush or anything.
Nah. There's no demons or city guards after you anymore.
No.
But eventually, you see like this like circular tent island thing. It's all like in reds and golds, and you can see some fireworks, even though it's like midday, but they're still like really. And there's music, you can hear animals and laughter, and it seems to be just like a fun time. And you see a giant light that just says "Dancing Lights" by Cyrus Lightington.
Cyrus, you
Sure.
bearded bastard.
Glory's also snuck to like the back. Like, wow, look at the sights.
It's a bit hot here. Glory, can you come here for a moment?
Are you flirting with me?
No, of course not.
He'll just walk up because it's autumn
I
and be like, "Yeah, what's up?"
take off my cloak and just sort of use it as a hood around his head and tie it off around his neck. Pat his head.
You are much bigger, so it's he just like raises his arms and goes, "I'm a ghost."
Yes, you are. Now go have fun. Pat his head again.
Okay. So Glory is now incognito. Just Cyrus, are you still wearing your tail?
No, at this point I'm not. I ended up winter, so I'm super serious now. I just posted my quirks.
I'm so excited. Oh, life is like okay. So eventually you get to the entrance, and it does say free, which is good. But you also see standing on a stool a halfling man. He has a little mustache and a top hat and a very fancy like coat. And you find the photo. Dun 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 dun! Made by the wonderful Molly or Night Owl herself. You see that standing kind of at the gate, just like looking around.
Does he have a whip?
Mm-hmm.
That's for you, Rana.
Ooh.
Not without drinks and dinner first.
I think you've already brought the drinks.
You're still holding like property of the yawning portal mug.
Refill.
But he'll just look at you and be like, ah, hello, friends.
Hello.
My name is Cyrus. Welcome to my show.
I'm told there was alcohol here. Have I been lied to?
No, there's a lot of alcohol when
Well,
you go
don't.
inside.
Well, don't just stand there.
He just smiles and like does this really big bow, and his hat kind of falls off, and he picks it up. And he goes, "Right this way."
I suppose we're to follow him. Varys, didn't you say that he was a dwarf?
I think this is a different Cyrus.
Nope, I'm Cyrus Lightington from a long line of halflings.
See, I was expecting a dwarf.
Oh, we have those.
Did you make your fortune in whale blubber?
No, we made our fortune in carnivals.
Oh, not much of a fortune in that, is there?
We travel all around Faerun, sometimes making trips to other planes. And as he says this, like little sparks come from his fingers.
Well, if
We
you
have
have time
exotic
later,
beasts.
I
What?
have a stake in a whale blubber claim that I'd like to see if you'd be interested in.
I'd like to lean down to Ron and ask, why does he have a stake of whale blubber?
It's so I can light him on fire with it.
We'll talk about your blubber problem, my dear elf. But meanwhile, we have fantastic beasts. Don't. We have wonderful vendors, beautiful dancers, and our prize act of the Fables.
I'm still waiting for the alcohol.
There's that. He just kind of like gestures his whip. But the world is your oyster, so have fun.
I'm allergic to shellfish.
Cyrus takes a little flask out of his hat and just sips it.
Nice to know my jokes have made people resort to drinking.
Roll,
And Ron just holds up the mug.
he pours a really small bit. He's like, "There's alcohol in there."
She knocks it. She just drains it in one go.
Have fun. Don't do anything dumb. I'll be around. And then he just kind of looks at the cloaked figure and be like, "Huh," but then walks away.
1 second. I'm going to roll for seeing if I do something dumb.
Oh,
Please.
no.
Oh, yeah, you didn't meet our friend here.
Cyrus, after like starting to walk, just turns his head and goes, "Oh, who?"
I reach up with the my finger and just kind of push the hood back.
Okay,
I'd like. Can I smack his hand out of the way?
I'm rolling a sleight of hand for glory to see if he can cast a spell in time. So you pull the hood back, but nothing's there.
Oh. Uh,
The like silhouette is there, but nothing else is there.
he had a mishap in a tannery.
And we just hear this like much deeper than usual voice be like, and we just run.
Flawless.
Rolling insight for Cyrus. He takes another sip. So that's you have spirits then,
He's like,
as friends.
he's like, this is some good shit I got in this flask.
He's like, oh, fuck, I should have drank one of these already.
What's in this thing?
So you have ghosts as friends?
It's
Sometimes.
complicated.
I thought your type, and he just gestures at Roy, don't like ghosts.
On the contrary, I am a man who communicates with the glorious art of deity worship. It is only natural. It is only natural that those lost in the astral plane should come to me for aid in passing over.
I can see you guys have already started day drinking, so
Mm.
we'll be around.
Don't even drink.
And you see him start to walk, and then you see these two half orcs start to follow him, like bodyguards.
Am I bigger than them?
A little bit.
Yes. That's all that matters.
Alright, where would you guys like to go first? There is a petting zoo, there's games, there's food stalls, there's the caravan of Theobald's Sanctuary, and the main stage.
Rana would like to find a copious amount of alcohol and then a carnival game where she gets to hit something.
Okay, so you are able to find like the little like food center. Had to burp. You do manage to find that. You do see Wally's Waffle Hut. And then you see just like some like ale, boops, some like pies, concan. But you are able to get copious amounts of alcohol.
Oh yeah.
They do make you switch out the tankards though, but the one they give you is a little bigger.
Alright, I have to give out my mug?
No indoor, it's outside food allowed. Sorry, bud.
It's not outside food, it's an outside mug.
They just pour the drink in. Never mind. Wally also waves at you, Rana, like, hello!
Hi, Wally! I will also go over and order a falafel.
A full waffle? Okay. He gives you one. Here you go.
Are we losing money for this, by the way?
You notice Wally never charges.
Aw, Wally.
I'm not very good at math, so I just give my wares away for free.
Oh, Wally.
My cousin hates me for it, but I buy it. People like my waffles.
Your falafels are fantastic. I've never had one, but
Why not? And he just gives you one.
thank you. And I'd like to give him 1 gold.
He's like, ooh, and then just puts it in his pocket.
That should cover myself and Rana's.
Sure. But okay. So is anybody else getting Jesus Christ, Venus. Anything from you noticed the cotton candy vendor, there's not like an actual person there, but there seems to be like little sprites that are making it.
Sprites?
Yeah, like tiny flying elves.
Oh, yes.
What would Yari like to do with this information?
Well, first we'd be barreling over,
As
and,
per usual.
and then after terrifying them that he might crash into the cart, is gonna stop just short and pretty much just obnoxiously stare at them for a little bit.
You surprisingly don't spook them. One of them does get kind of caught up in the cotton candy, and it's just like, but eventually one of them has a staring contest with you as well and goes, yo. And just kind of
But
like pokes your snout.
what kind of elf are you?
I'm Sprite.
No, I said, what kind of elf are you?
I'm not an elf. I have wings. Look, and he shows it, and they're like little like monarch butterfly wings. Do elves have wings?
Yes, I saw one just yesterday.
Oh,
She was
maybe
she
I
was
am.
she was a very beautiful elf with wings. Kind of,
What type of dragon are you? You don't have wings.
I don't have wings.
Did they get taken away?
Uh,
And one of them
my
just like,
great 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 grandpa had wings.
oh, we have a dragon here.
Yeah, I'm not a full blown dragon.
We have a full blown dragon here. And
Not gonna hurt my elves, is he?
no, it's a baby.
ears perk.
Drag.
A silver dragon. But do you want some cotton candy, buddy?
Sure.
And they just hand you this like bigger than like your head Yari size, and they're like, it's magic. And by magic, I mean it tastes real good. And there's no bugs in it this time. Unless you want bugs.
He might.
Don't hurt my feelings one way or the other.
Okay,
He's
they'll put
eaten
a
worse.
spider in it. Be like, here you go. And remember, you eat. This is the Pipsqueak special.
Pipsqueak special.
Yeah, that's my name, Pipsqueak.
Yari come walking back over with a big old
Cotton
thing
candy
of cotton
mix.
candy.
It's surprisingly delicious, spider and all.
Can I use my invisible mage hand to go into the cotton candy machine with like one finger and just like gather up a big, huge plume of it?
Sure. Pipsqueak will just kind of look at it happening to you, hello.
I toss him a
Sure.
gold piece.
He struggles like flying. He's like, holy shit.
So I now have a 10-pound cloud of cotton candy.
You also hear like really tiny voices be like, they finally paid us, boys!
We eat like king's knight.
We died like men.
We may get a whole loaf of bread.
Donut crumb.
You just hear Tiny chanting himself and going, yeah! Alright.
Squeak pip. Oh.
Alright, so sugar aside, anything else you guys would like to do in the food section?
Petting zoo.
Petting zoo? Okay. Well, the petting zoo and the games are in the same section, so we'll do Rana's game first. And you see like this really buff like human just holding a hammer, and it's one of those like you hit the thing and you have to ring the bell. And he's just sitting there. He has a really big mustache. He goes, "Ha! Hello.
Hang on, I'm gonna need another drink.
Okay."
Getting better.
He's just flexing. Oh. Well, okay, so it doesn't go like all the way up.
I give up.
He'll also look at you when you fail and go, "See, it's because you're a girl."
I would like to rage.
I bet your old man could do that. And he points at Roy. Okay, never mind. With that, you hit it so hard the bell just flies off.
I
And
just
he just looks in shock, goes, "Ah."
I just hand him back the hammer and take whatever the prize is down my beer and break the crappy mug over.
Okay, the giant prize is just a huge stuffed tiefling.
I don't know if that's an upgrade or not.
Alright, let's make it a unicorn. A giant stuffed unicorn. He just looks in shock and he goes, "I have to fix that now."
Shouldn't have made me mad.
Cyrus! And he just like stomps off.
Dad! A lady broke my toy!
Okay, so you now have a giant stuffed unicorn. And Glory's just laughing loudly behind you. And just
Is he
pats
still
you on the
invisible?
neck. Yeah. He's still wearing his cape though. But when you get to the petting zoo, it's a whole nother story. You see there's a bunch of like not cages, but like pens. There's one with there's one cage that has like shimmer all around it, and you see these like little puppies, but then you see them like blinking in and out of existence. Another one you see a few owl bears. There's this giant owl bear and like two owl bear cubs, and there's kind of like, and got everybody. There's also a couple griffins and hippogriffs, some like cows.
Rana immediately goes over to the griffins.
Oh, they're like little baby griffins too, so they're just like. Rah!
Oh.
Which she will return in kind, and it's almost like she knows what she's doing with these.
Roll an animal handling.
Do I get any kind of bonus for her
I'll
backstory?
give you
with
advantage.
Yep.
You kind of stick your hand down and make weird cooing noises back, and it just kind of like licks your hand. But it looks very confused. It's like, "Rah!"
My work here is done.
You are now a Disney princess.
And at the very end, you see this like silver-haired lady just kind of sitting in a chair, like knitting like this scarf, and you see in a pen with a collar on it and like a chain, this like little tiny baby wagon. A baby silver wagon. And just looking around. It kind of looks sad.
No.
Oh, Jasper, Jasper, you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing, right?
And it just kind of like when you guys are walking towards it, just tilts its head and like puffs of little like ice. I think silver dragons are icy. Right? Yeah,
They
Cheyenne
are.
still is cold. Just like puffs of cold come out of its mouth, and it just like goes and like wiggles. Like you know when the cats do that little like shaky pouncy butt.
So I am viscerally crying.
So you're actually crying?
They're just so cute. They're all beautiful, and I'd like to kneel down and pet the dragon despite the cold.
Yeah, there's only one dragon.
Do I need to roll animal handling?
Roll an animal handling.
If I can, there we go.
It lets you touch. It knows it's very cold, and it just kind of opens its mouth, and the lady next to it goes, "I take your hand away." It just kind of does like a playful little chomp.
Oh, he's so play, so sweet. Look at you do.
I don't speak that language.
No one does.
Also, Rana, roll a D100.
Oh boy.
You're getting spouse. Just kidding. But yeah, it looks like the lady next to the pen looks almost elven, but not like there's something off about her. She's just all like white, like pale hair, pale eyes, and she's just knitting a little sweater.
50.
Rana, as you're looking at this dragon, you hear another. And you just see one of the baby griffins has hopped out of the cage. And it's just all like waddling.
I am going to, from my pack, pull out a chunk of something dietarily appropriate for them.
So you feed the wild animals.
Is exactly what I do.
Yeah, it'll just like open its beak. And it's like yum 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 yum, and then just like walk away.
I give it scritches before it goes.
It purrs. It's a happy little.
She looks almost sad for a moment.
Oh. You feel an invisible patting on your shoulder.
Is that Glory?
Yeah.
I punch him in the face.
You have disadvantage. She's invisible.
I don't care.
But you see a silver dragon right in front of you. Well, dragon wormling. It's a little baby. Yari, what are you gonna do about this?
Honestly, it's a silver dragon. Oh.
It's real cool. Wink. Get it? Because it's.
But you're saying It's looking like it's really, really young.
It's a wormling. So little baby. It's a medium-sized creature, so it's probably the size of like Beerus. It's only a tiny baby.
So cute.
Beerus is in winter mode, so he's just kind of standing and observing.
It blows like bubbles at you, Beerus. And also, Beerus, you just standing there, you hear a lot of excited barks from little blink puppies, which you know quite well from the Fae.
Yeah, yeah. They probably smell my dog.
And it almost seems like there's like this force cube, so they don't like blink out of there.
Oh, that's just sad. Do they look like they're being treated well?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
One of them looks like Dexter. The other looks like Volga.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, like all the animals here look like they're being taken care of. It's odd, like you guys wouldn't even have to roll for this. It's odd to see a dragon here.
Yeah, dragons are a sentient creature. That's a little bit different. So are blink dogs, arguably.
Yeah. I was gonna put a displacer beast, but they're a little evil.
Slightly. May I ask the woman what she's making?
Oh, she will hold it up, and it does look like a nice sweater. It's like a shawl. It has like an icy blue tone. She goes, "Oh, just a little project I'm working on."
It's lovely.
It helps pass the time.
Why are you in the pen, if I may ask?
Oh, I watch over them.
Them? Like, all of them?
Well, the creatures. I don't care about the humanoids.
Ah,
Just in case someone tries to take them, I can fix that really easily.
ah. Well, it's good to know that they have some level of protection here.
Oh, they are very well protected. And you kind of just notice, like, roll an insight.
Insight.
Oh, wow. Okay,
Oh.
wasn't expecting you to roll good for once. Okay. When you say very well protected, her eyes just kind of like go from each and every one of you into the dragon, and then she just smiles and continues to like knit.
I slowly back away from the dragon.
It just like chirps at you.
I'm sorry. I would like to toss my falafel into the thing. I can't remember the word for it to eat.
Okay. It just looks at it and then just like you see it open its mouth and just breathe on it. And then you see the falafel just get frozen and starts licking it.
Good job, buddy.
Anything else you would like to do? Would you like to steal a baby griffin? Rana?
Hang on a second. That is exactly what I would like to do.
Well, there is one that's still kind of just been hopping in and out, following you. You notice that its feathers, like some red feathers in the plume, kind of reminds you of like an orange tabby in its other parts. And just tilting its head, going.
Rana's just going to kneel down and kind of hold open her pack.
Roll an animal handling. I'll give you advantage because you gave it food earlier. It
20.
just waddles on in.
There you go, little buddy.
One sec, I have to look up a stat. Do 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 do. Okay, perception. Oh. Are you trying to do this stealthily? Okay, that answered my. Oh. Okay.
That's 15. Terrible.
That's not terrible. No. You notice the lady run up, just kind of stare at you and just raise an eyebrow. But she doesn't do anything. She just continues to knit.
I will wave back at her and continue going.
Luckily, there's not a griffin mama there. Yeah, Virus, you see this happen.
It's like, oh boy.
It's kind of like trying to stick its head out. And like, you know, the bald eagle like screech. It's doing that, but really quietly. Like,
I'll just watch that car wreck happen.
but eventually, you all leave the petting zoo. And you see, it's kind of like there's a stage happening. There's stage and there's things happening. And on it, performing, telling stories great of missing kings and exotic lands, you see 3.
Ooh.
Oh, you'll never guess who these are.
I'll never guess who they are, no.
You see a red-haired wood elf. She has like these like golden tattoos all down her side, who appears to be fire dancing. Who looks like that. You see a blonde, well, grayish blonde-haired high elf dancing next to her. And he's like casting illusions and everything. It looks like that. And then in the center, telling the story in all of its magical nature is this boy. And they are clothed. I just didn't have photos. They're wearing like red and like matching outfits. And you see a sign behind them that just flashing with Fables. And they're real good. Also, Varys, can you make me a wisdom?
A what a who?
A wisdom save as you stare at the black-haired one?
Sure.
No, you're good. You feel like he looks really familiar, but you're not sure where. And they're just telling like this story and like dance and song. And it's real neat.
I watched the performance curiously, trying to figure out where I know this person from.
But eventually it does end after like 5-10 minutes. And they all bow, and the dark-haired one will start to introduce everyone. He will introduce himself as Arathorn, with his brother Visrin, and his brother's wife Sophie.
Do any of the names ring a bell?
Roll a history check.
Luckily, I am a master historian.
Oh, so you remember a long time ago in your days of the Feywild, Oberon had more than one daughter. He actually had twin boys that disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
And you remember their names sounding a lot like this.
Mm.
And you can definitely tell now that you're looking at Arathorn, there's a very big resemblance.
Okay. I'm just gonna kind of keep in the back of the crowd, mind my own. I don't really say anything to anybody or anything. I'm just, just basically watching over the rest of the group right now, more than anything else.
Arathorn and Vesrin, not Varys. Varys puts on a shirt. Vesrin put on like shirt and robe, like casual wear. And then they both kind of step off the stage. Sylvie just follows after, and they head into like a tiny little hut.
Now, do I lock them in and set it on fire? Sorry,
Yes,
thinking out loud.
do that to the fire dancer.
What are you thinking of, friend?
Nothing.
You seem contemplative of something.
I think Rana stole a baby griffin.
I'm sorry?
I start walking off.
He looks at us.
It's like, don't look at me. Rana did something. I'm going to go over here now.
Yeah, bro, you can definitely see this like little beak peeking out of Rana's pouch.
I've
Rana!
bought a, I've bought a hat and I've put it on the owlbear.
There's an owlbear now too.
I'm sorry, the griffin.
When did you steal an owlbear?
It's just a really ugly baby.
This is my child.
Do not speak of my children in that fashion.
I'm so
roll,
sorry.
roll a nature check, Roy.
Am I really gonna? Do I
This
just
is
leave
some
it?
weird mutated baby.
This is a weird baby. What when did you and Glory like? Is it Glory's?
I have absolutely no idea.
The invisibility just wears off, and Glory goes, "Wait, what?"
You have a child. And I point to the griffin in the back.
Glory takes off the hat and goes, "Roy,
What?
this is a bird."
That's no way to talk about your child. Yes, babies are a little dumb, but that's not any way to speak of your offspring.
Oh, God.
Also, do you say Glory's name out loud?
Oh, I like. I'm gonna think of a quick.
Gloria.
This is a
Glory.
glorious baby.
This is a glorious baby.
He just kind of looks at you and goes, "Wah!"
Yes, precisely. Goo goo gaga to you too. Pat its head.
It bites.
And people wonder
Ow.
why I swindle priests.
I'm sorry?
I said, and people wonder why I swindle priests.
No, just Roy. Varys, so are you walking towards the hut?
I'm just chilling out nearby, just kind of keeping an eye on things.
Okay. As you're sitting there, you see the little elf boy from before that was handing out flyers, and he's just kind of looking at you, and then he just like turns around and walks off.
Where you going?
Going to my caravan.
Oh,
I've been waiting.
what? Waiting for your caravan or waiting for me?
For you, you have something of mine in your possession.
Is it Rana? You could have her.
No, it's small. Think smaller.
Is it Rana's brain?
It will kill you with the spore.
I don't know who Rana is.
Oh,
You can come with me and I'll explain, or you can wait for that big old Fae to follow us. And he'll point and you see Therivold.
lead on. I'm going to leave a minor illusion. Like, basically, as I'm sitting there smoking my pipe and I'm talking to this kid, I'm going to create a minor illusion of me sitting there smoking my pipe and talking to the kid right next to me, and then walk away.
He will lead you to a caravan that says Theobald's Sanctuary.
Good
And you
old
notice
Theobald.
underneath it says, actually it says Theo's Sanctuary because he doesn't go by his full name. Ignore that. And underneath you see it's a caravan of mimics.
What?
And he just opens the door and steps inside.
Oh, this makes sense now. I'll walk in.
And just closes it behind you. And he just looks at you and goes, "I wouldn't sit anywhere. Standing is preferred. You have my book."
I have a book, yes.
Is it a mimic?
Yes.
Did you take it?
I did.
Did you find my flyer?
I did.
Then it's my book.
See, you say I took it. I say I found it. But
You just
perhaps we could negotiate something where we could both agree that you recovered it.
he just smiles at you, and as he does, you can see him just change form to look like you. He goes, "Sure."
Oh, that's handy.
Mm-hmm. Well, do you know how to properly take care of a mimic before it goes rabid?
I've been feeding him meat. Some alive, some dead.
Okay. You haven't been keeping it contained, have you?
No, God no. Just in my
Is that
backpack.
it?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll take him out of my backpack.
Mimi still has all three of her eyes, and they're like googly eyes at this point, and just shaking around.
We've been trying to work on getting her to turn into a hat.
They can only change into like furniture. But
Oh.
and he like opens her like opens it like a book and just looks and goes, "Her teeth are nice."
Yeah, she's been alright. It was found in a pretty strange place. Why did you have
I
mimics in a tomb?
well, my family doesn't use it anymore, so I was keeping it as my backup. I see them from dungeons.
There were some nasty people had taken over in there. I don't imagine they
Uh,
would have messed with your mimics, of course. At least
oh no,
not more than once.
my sister's not that stupid.
Oh, it was your sister.
Adopted.
Hmm.
He's still talking as he's flying away.
I'm pretty much okay with it. It's probably the first intelligent conversation I've had in a long time.
Oh, you hear just somebody outside yelling, "Sport!"
But she seems to be in good standards. But you may want to think of something bigger to keep.
What do you think? What
I
would it
mean,
take?
I wouldn't put her in a bag of holding because she'd eat that.
Yeah, I figured she would get a little too pointy for that.
You could stable her somewhere. I could keep watch for her.
Honestly, if you're willing to take care of her, I'm willing to give her back.
I mean, I can train her so she's not flopping around. And you see, she's just like dangling off his sleeve.
Hmm. I have grown rather accustomed to her face, but honestly, I think that you would probably
Or
have a better place for her than I would be able to provide.
I can make you a cage, but she would not like that.
No, I wouldn't want that to happen. I
But she does seem to have imprinted on you. So congratulations, you're her mother. And you see him change back into the little boy.
But yeah, he really like he doesn't really fight on it. He's like, you would probably be able to take much better care of her than I'm going to be able to, and if you could train her, that would be great. But the fact of the matter is that I travel light and I travel far, and it's not really the way of a mimic. They tend to sit in one place for years and years, as I well know.
As soon as you say sit, you see one of the chairs just like this, the the sitting part just lift up and like start chopping, and you just see Theo just smack and go no. That's artsy. He's
they
hilarious,
they are very interesting creatures.
much like myself.
Yeah, what are you exactly?
I'm Theo, though I'm just a little elf boy.
Mm-hmm. So am I.
What I want to know is how you snuck an ex Zentara member into the camp without Cyrus knowing.
He's an idiot. And which one would?
Cyrus?
No, our friend. I assume you're talking about Glory.
Uh, invisible, air quotes, invisible
I didn't know he was Zentarum.
X.
Hmm. Is that why Cyrus might why he would feel he would need to be invisible around Cyrus?
It, from what I've heard, I've been here a while. But they got into a fight, not on this continent, when we were traveling to Chol, and neither of them are welcome there anymore.
Hmm.
But Cyrus made a death pact on them.
That sounds like a problem for Glory.
Yeah.
I suppose I should probably let somebody know about that. Um,
Did you tell him what your name was yet?
no. He never asked, I never told.
What's your name, buddy?
My name is Roy. I am a priest of Mieleki
Roll a
and a
detection
furbog. I have this
Roll
terrible
fucking-
curse. On nights of the full moon, I become this beautiful Eladrin. But the rest of the time, I must live as a furbog.
He just looks at you and goes, uh-huh. And I'm a little elf boy.
He says, my name is the sort of name that could get you in a lot of trouble.
I'm already in a lot of trouble. I'm in a carnival.
Well, you're in the carnival with some very dangerous folk.
Yeah. Have you got selfie mad yet? Ugh.
I haven't had the pleasure.
Oh, you don't want that. I mean, maybe, if you're into that.
It's a lot of lizard men, by the way.
I'm ignoring the lizard men.
But yeah, I'm definitely willing to leave BB to get properly trained and stuff. It was more of a curiosity for me than anything else.
Well, how about this? I will train her, and I will get back to you on if I can make her more portable.
Okay. All right, I appreciate that. No, give me scritches.
She just licks your hand. It burns.
Ow! I love you too.
She's getting her acid glands, and that's fun.
Yeah, I don't want to be around for puberty. But you take care there, Theo. And
I'll be watching.
hopefully you won't have much to watch. But we'll see. I don't say anything about the baby griffin. I'm just sitting there like this is gonna be a fucking disaster here shortly. And for once, I didn't do it.
Alright, let's cut back to the party while this is happening. What are the rest of you doing? Besides talking about the ugly baby.
I think we're still talking about the ugly baby.
Yeah, Glory looks really confused. She's like, I, it's a griffin. You can't birth a griffin.
Oh, his name's Griffin?
Yes, right, Rana? Griffin the Griffin.
I don't know if that was a laugh or a cough.
Both.
The two are not mutually exclusive. We haven't decided on a name yet, so we're working on.
All of you roll perception checks. I'm not gonna roll for Glory because I'm lazy. Rana,
Well,
you two, Yari and Roy are too infatuated with this baby. Rana, you see a halfling just staring at Glory. Not sure why.
Is it Lightfoot, whatever?
It's
Blah blah
Cyrus.
blah. It is Cyrus.
Yeah.
I am actually going to completely nonchalantly just continue talking to Yari and Roy as they coo over the baby, but I'm going to Thieves' Cant to Glory. He says, "Yeah, you."
He'll just kind of look up, and then you just see him like kind of grimace and just invisible, and the cloak just drops.
I hate it when he does that.
Basiris will walk over and be like, having fun. Didn't come into any trouble yet, have you?
None whatsoever.
I see your tall friends have made friends.
That's
He'll
kind of
point
what
at
they do.
Roy and Yari. Not even noticing the Griffin yet. I thought I saw someone with you. Is it just you guys? Where's the other big elf?
Oh, he went for a walk somewhere.
And your ghost friend? I see he's naked now.
Yeah, he tries to be a streaker and then forgets that he's a ghost, and things get weird.
He just takes a little sip out of his flask and goes, huh. Well, would you guys like a backstage pass to meet the Fables?
Can we?
I don't know. Do I?
They were pretty hot.
Yeah, but I'm stealing a griffin.
Probably not.
So I kind of want to get out of here.
They've never seen Fairbolgs before, or Dragonborn.
Are they friendly?
Oh yeah, Vesrin doesn't really talk much, but Arathorn never shuts up.
Yeah, I know a guy like that.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Whew. I love stories. I'm a storyteller myself.
Oh, he's just some dumbass elf I gotta hit in the head with a 2x4 every now and then.
So,
Sometimes a spork.
Spork!
Spork. Get that on a shirt. Spork.
That's gonna be Griffin's first word, isn't it?
Spork.
Yeah, Griffin the Griffin. You just hear this little spork. And Sire just kind of looks around and goes,
Sorry, there's actually beer coming out of my nose right now.
Well, if you follow me, I'll lead you into the tent. I need to go find someone.
An
I'm
adult.
gonna take hold of Yari.
Happy hunting.
He does gesture you three to the tent. It seems like he's actually hunting something, Rana.
So he's not trying to set us up?
No. You also seem to be the only people here right now. Because it's like 1 p.m.
Oh. Okay.
He's just been really badly rolling on Griffin checks. I've got like 2 natural ones, so whoop.
I am taking this griffin home and nobody's stopping me.
Eventually you do come to the tiny little tent. Whoever is going. Virus, at this point, is when your conversation with Theo ends.
Mm-hmm.
And you see the others heading towards the Fable tent.
All right, I'll creep along after him.
I don't know if Rana's going.
If it doesn't seem like it's a trap, then yeah, she'll go along for now. Because them splitting up would probably be a little more suspicious right now.
But inside, it's much more like decadent than it looks. There's like pillows everywhere, bottles of wine, books, clothing. You see the gray-haired elf Vesserin and the red-haired elf like almost laying on each other, and then Arathorn's just kind of staring in a mirror. And then he turns his head and goes, "Oh, hello, welcome."
We liked your performance.
Thank you. I'm glad to have some fans.
Yes, the fellow Cyrus, I believe, he said that it was going to be alright if we came in to introduce ourselves?
Oh, of course. What Cyrus says goes. And Arathorn will just kind of stand up. He's very tall.
Is he taller than me?
He's almost as tall as you.
Oh.
Sylphie, the red-haired elf, will kind of perk up and be like, "So, do you like fire?"
Personally, I prefer things that I don't enjoy fire. As a matter of fact, they have an aversion to it.
She just kind of just pops out her cheeks, and just a tiny little poof of flame goes at you.
It's very pretty though. Clan, just absolutely gorgeous, glittering even, just
Plants and
radiant.
fire, you know how that goes.
Whenever she does that and creates a little gout of flame, once it's out of her mouth, I'm going to use the control flames and basically turn it into a bird and just kind of have it fly around the room for a little bit.
When you do that, she looks almost angry, and she just takes her hand and just smacks, like spikes it to the ground.
I point at Yari.
She just looks you straight in the eye and goes, "Fun."
Yeah, we try taking him somewhere, and then, it inevitably ends in disaster.
Oh, when we take Sylphie anywhere, she's a disaster. Arathorn will say, walking towards everyone. His eyes kind of like darting to Virus, just a little bit like confused. But Veserin's still just like lounging, just watching. He hasn't really said much. But what brings you to the Dancing Lights Carnival, friends?
The open bar. And with that, Rana will walk over to one of the tankards of wine and pour herself a refill.
It's empty.
Yari holds up the flyer.
Ah, so Theo got you in here. So Yari, these are all elves.
Well, I mean, it's an enclosed space, and I don't see anything immediately trying to hurt them. But
They're a lot prettier
they're-
than normal elves, like you're used to.
What about that one elf?
Which one?
The
Therival?
the one that gave him a little kiss and told him to kill me.
Not that pretty. They are proper elves. Arathorn is gonna go up to you, Virus, and just kind of squint and be like, "Do I know you?"
It's possible I have one of those faces.
I don't know why, but it makes me mad.
Yes, I do. I have one of those faces.
Yeah, I just can't help but punch it every now and then.
Yes, well, you have a lot of brain damage.
Veston
Spork!
just sounds like a chuckle. It just kind of sits up, shoving Sylphie to the side, and goes, "So, are you guys primers?"
Of course, what else is there to be? I lie.
Because we are. Actually, I don't think we've left this carnival ever, right, buddy? And I talk to myself again as Arathorn, and he just nods. And I already mentioned his name's Vesper nods instead of Arathorn.
Could I insight that to see if I believe that they actually believe that?
Sure, all of you can.
Not great.
Even with that bullshit. So, Rana, they definitely believe that. Like, they're not telling the truth. Virus, you were just kind of confused.
Mm-hmm.
Along with Yari and Roy.
Oh.
And once you get like a like closer look at Arathorn, he looks almost like a much younger version of Oberon.
Ugh,
Um, and when you look at Vestrin, he does
sucks.
have Queen Titania's features quite a.
Hmm. So, level with me. Are you here of your own volition?
We were raised here.
Doesn't answer my question.
I mean, Cyrus found us when we were just children, but other than that, we don't remember much. Just how to perform.
You don't remember your parents?
The two both shake their head. They'll be just like staring.
I'm going to hate myself for this.
And you just stab him.
He's right in the friggin' eye. No,
That's one dagger.
Thank you, Lathander. I finally got what I needed. No, I am going to just kind of create a minor illusion of Oberon's symbol on the table. That doesn't mean anything to you?
Looks like really fancy antlers. But no, unless you're a moose and I don't know it.
I look over at Rana and I say, "Where's Glory?"
Off somewhere being stupid, I imagine.
All right, I'll be back. I'm gonna walk out.
Okay, before you walk out, I'm rolling a wisdom save for Vesrin.
Okay.
I'll just give him a +4 for now. You can see one of his eyes just like kind of twitch once the symbol's on there, but nothing else.
Okay.
And you walk out to find the glorious Glory Glorington.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm like, invisibility doesn't last forever.
Listen out, yeah. Roll a perception check.
Okay.
That is his legal name, by the way.
18.
It's more or less he finds you because you're walking, and then you feel something pull you behind one of the tents, but nothing's.
As that happens, I would like to have my mage hand pull like one of my normal daggers, and I want to have the mage hand actually bring the dagger up to Glory's throat, as my actual hand pulls the +1 dagger, and I am not going to actually touch him with it to warn him, but I'm basically positioning it to just slide it right under his ribs if he moves. And I whisper, "When were you going to mention that you used to be Zentarum?"
He's still invisible. But with that, he will drop it again and go, when did you find this out, dear father-in-law?
About 20 minutes ago. Right before I came to the conclusion that this entire place is a bunch of a massive slavery ring posing as a carnival.
Well, sometimes you have to make ends meet to protect your family. But this was before Rana.
Well, am I correct?
I mean, and he kind of you
He
always
has
known like
dragons and fae, all of which.
you've always known that he had bandages around one of his arms.
Mm-hmm.
And he starts like unraveling it. He's also keeping like a little eye out.
Yeah, I am as well. I'll actually go ahead and put the dagger away whenever it seems like he's not going to hurt me.
No.
It's like, you don't grab me right now. I'm in winter, yo.
You also, but when he starts like revealing it, you can see like, the Zentarum logo, like
Mm-hmm.
Hero Thieves Guild. You see that it's like burnt over and like scarred over, like he tried to remove it himself.
Gotcha. All right. Well,
And he'll just look at you and be like, Varys, I don't keep many things from you, but if they find me, they will kill me. For what I I did to them.
I understand that.
And if that little halfling finds me, I don't know what will happen.
Well, there are two children of a Fey Lord here, as well as a representative of said Fey Lord. And if he finds them and goes and tells his boss about it, everyone here is going to die. So,
He looks really confused when you say Faylord, and he just goes, "Run."
no, 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 sort of, no. Um, did you see the Fables?
I've seen them before.
Well, what if I were to tell you that the two males are children who were sired by Oberon, who is the king of the Fae, and went missing when they were quite young?
I would probably, if this was another time, call it bullshit, but you actually seem serious for once.
I am very serious because I know what sort of force they could bring to bear if they wish to. I thought that they were here
Gloria,
for me, but now I'm starting to think that perhaps they were here for them.
Gloria will just kind of nod and be like, that one elf guy's the one with really long black hair, right?
Correct.
He's been here for months before you even came on Jameson ship.
Yeah, I imagine he has been here for a while. But they don't
But
seem to have any memory of ever being anywhere else.
if I help you with this, which I will, so you don't tell my secret,
Mm-hmm.
you need to help me get Squibbly out of Waterdeep. At least to Greenest, where my sister lives.
Greenest, huh?
Yeah.
I hear they have good apples. All right.
I've been there once. Haven't gone back.
Yeah, they have some sort of apple festival. Hopefully, we can hit there at the right time. But yes, I will do that for you. And I will try to herd the cats to make sure that they do the same kind of general gesture disdain toward where the party's at.
Spork!
Glory will put his own cloak's hood back on. Just go. Okay.
All right. Okay. Uh, yeah, this is going to require a bit of doing.
Just
Um.
pretend that I'm drunk and
Mhm.
you're helping me walk towards the tent.
Very well. I can do that. I shall pretend.
I'm not. I swear.
I'm
But
too
you do.
paranoid to drink today.
No.
You are a little cold today.
It's nothing but Colombian bam bam. No.
But you do manage to both of you wobble your way back to the little tent. Um, so you're where you set your minor illusion, it almost looks like it was burned into the table now. And the blonde one is just kind of like twitching, just staring at it, and he hasn't kind of like removed his eyes. And Arathorn just looks up at you and goes, "What did you do?"
Who?
Whoever did this, and he'll point at the symbol.
Oh.
Why is he like that?
That's a very good question. I have reason to believe that. Well. I don't know how to put it gently, so I'll just say your life is a lie and you were taken from your home.
That's a bit harsh, isn't it?
It's true. Think about it. They have at this place not only animals that aren't sentient, but a silver dragon with a collar and a chain around its neck. You can't argue against the sentience of a dragon. They have their own language, for God's sake.
Arathorn just kind of sits on like the edge of the chair, well, the couch that the two other elves are sitting, and he goes, "Explain more.
I
We just
believe
met you."
I believe that you have been in some way. Shit. How about now?
Try again. Yeah, you're good.
Okay. I believe that you have been in some way fooled and led astray. This symbol is the symbol of your family. That would be Lord Oberon,
Uh,
King of the Feywild, personal friend.
all of you roll perception checks. Rana, your griffin, the griffin is just kind of like gnawing at your like sleeve.
One second. Sorry.
My rolls are just not doing great tonight, huh?
You're rolling good at first.
Yeah, at first, then it just went downhill.
At least it's not life or death rolls.
Yeah, Varys, roll a perception check.
Yes.
You're like
Yari, there's so many elves
Not
in this
great.
room right now.
You rolled badly, but you rolled better than the rest of us, so.
Roy, once he mentions the name Oberon, you just slowly start to see like two dribbles of blood coming out of I keep saying Virus, so that's not his name. Viren's nose, and he's still staring at the symbol.
Quick question: do I remember Oberon's name from Virus?
Did Varys tell you about Oberon?
I
thought he
mentioned him,
did.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Oberon is basically the granddaddy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
So
That's
I
why it was
remember.
kind of a big deal.
I'm good. What was the boy's name?
Which one?
Bleeding boy. I'm sorry.
Vestrin.
Vestrin. I'd like to go over to Vestrin and check him out, see if he's okay.
He's still like just concentrated on this, and he's also starting to talk in Sylvan.
I don't speak Sylvan. Wait, do I?
I don't think so. I think you speak Elven.
No, I speak Elvish, but not Sylvan.
Arathorn and Selphie also don't speak Sylvan. And Selphie's like, "What did you do?" He's talking in tongues.
Who's she speaking to?
All of you.
He's speaking Sylvan. I'm going to respond to him in kind.
He'll just kind of like tilt his eyes up at you and goes, "You know us?" You've seen us before.
When you were very, very young.
You can get us away from him.
Yes.
He'll just kind of nod. Arathorn just stands up and starts pacing and goes, "Well, I don't know what's happening anymore." But that's not normal. He barely says 2 words in common.
It's not his native tongue. It is extremely fortunate that we found you like this because I I don't know how long this would have kept going, but you were saying you've been here your whole life. I spoke to a friend who told me that you'd only been here a few months. I'm not certain what sort of spell they put over you, but
Glory was talking about Theracol.
oh, Therivol. Okay, okay.
Theracol's been here.
That's where I was confused. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
There's too many dark-haired elves.
They're all elves.
Sorry.
All elves look the same.
But no, they've been traveling because the circus comes to Waterdeep once a month. So they've been exploring Faerun their whole lives. So how, Mr. Elf,
Mm-hmm.
how do you expect us to leave? We've never left this campsite.
It's a
Well,
very good
terrible.
question. I'm glad you asked. That means you're invested in the situation, and I appreciate that. My thought is if we manage to create a big enough scene on one end of the carnival to warrant the attention of the guards and Cyrus, that we should be able to slip you out the other side.
What? Like you're gonna let loose the petting zoo?
I mean, it's a very well-known saying that you don't work with children and animals, and he chose to work with both. What can I say?
Wait, what?
Well,
Hmm?
what's going to stop them from coming for us?
Well, first of all, if we can get them to Waterdeep, they're not going to come into Waterdeep and try to raise a bunch of ruckus because there's Zentarum. They would be pretty easily found out, especially if we have two people that are protesting that they've been kidnapped. Secondly,
When you say two people, Sophie will raise her hand and be like, three.
three, my bad, three. Um, Secondly, they have, as I was saying, they have a collared and chained silver dragon. That has to be against some sort of law. My God. Could you imagine what would happen if the mother found out?
All of you, when he says that, roll insight checks.
Can I insight on
Are
myself to have a moment of self-reflection?
It's
are
not. It's not on you.
Oh,
are Rana's dragon senses tingling?
Ron, I'll give you a +5.
hey,
Hey, don't you yell at me.
I'll yell at who I want to yell at.
Fuck, don't you do it.
Well, don't be fucking growling.
Is that with the +5, Rana?
That is not with a +5.
Oh shit. Okay. Um. So Varys, and Rana. Varys, you've heard tales of silver dragons transforming into humans to mingle.
Mm-hmm.
And you know they're one of the pretty much the metallic dragons are the ones to do it. And you also know the mothers are very protective. Rana, you felt a like maternal like instinct with the lady who was knitting a sweater,
Yeah, yeah.
and she also didn't seem to care that you were taking animals.
Yeah. So basically, what we're saying is we need to get Griffin out of here. Then we come back and smash some heads.
Griffin hops out of the bag and just.
Oh
Yeah.
goodness,
The baby can walk now.
Rana!
He's
Rana, your baby's walking.
he's very precocious.
If you guys are going to head back into town, that's totally fine. But I don't want to leave the. I don't want to leave these guys or her. Um, if nothing
Well, we're
else, I'll
not
just
leaving
hide
without
out.
you.
Well, I can just hide out in the crowd. It's no big deal. Like they won't find me. But I'd rather keep an eye on what's going on, see if what kind of guards we're dealing with. I can do that kind of scouty crap while you go do your business.
Yeah, and frankly, I'm not really kitted out for a significant fisticuffs.
Totally get you.
You notice, as you're walking around, everyone, that the only guards seem to be those two half orcs
That's it? In the whole
that
place?
you can see. It's not that big of an encampment,
Okay.
That's not suspicious at all.
and that one lady, but at
Well,
this point, you're
we know
pretty
that they're
sure she's.
capable of having magical force cages. So we can pretty much assume they probably got a spellcaster on staff.
Yeah.
Possibly
Yeah.
Cyrus himself. In fact, whenever we get the opportunity, I'd like to grill Glory for as much information as possible about Cyrus and what he's capable of.
Okay. Glory, who was looking into a tankard of wine as you're explaining everything, will just look and be like, just give you like a I don't know him look at you, just like looking at Ron. He may seem like he knows magic.
I'm totally
And that
picturing
he
this like
was
one of those scenes in a movie where like the drunk guy who's just been completely useless throughout most of it is just having this moment of clarity because he's just like super serious and like, okay, we need to do this, this, and this right now.
There are three things about Cyrus that you will know.
Hmm.
He's a little shit.
Fair enough.
He's willing to kill anyone around him.
Expected.
And he's not as great as a magician as I am.
Is that a lie?
I don't think so. You know, he seems to be telling the truth. But
Okay.
Glory is also very full of himself.
Right. I mean,
Rana, you have Glory's work before, and it's kind of good.
I've only met two wizards who ever said that they were inferior to another wizard, and both of them were actually clerics, like arcane clerics, that were lying.
Oh, I never lie.
I just whack him with something.
Still, wouldn't it be safe to get him out of the way just for precaution?
Glory will just look up at Ollie and be like, I can be a distraction.
Yeah. Yeah, you probably could.
I don't know what will happen, but I will. It'll save these little things, and he'll wave a hand at the elf. Then you gave me my reward, Virus.
Wait, you're being an upstanding citizen? Who are you and what the fuck have you done with my father?
What's happening up there? And Glory will just like fix his armor, and then like fix all of his daggers. Just he'll be fine. And I'll just kind of give Rana a hug. Are we? Do you want me to make a distraction?
Uh,
Rana will actually look to Virus on this and says, "You're calling this."
Personally, I think the petting zoo is the better bet. I have a theory that I'd like to try. I think we should stop by the petting zoo before we actually leave or anything. I'd like to talk to the dragon. Maybe if we could find out the name of Mama, maybe we can get an ally in this.
The elf will be like, "Want to talk to the baby dragon?"
Hmm?
What are you saying, Yuri?
From my great grandpa saying, dragons that don't know you aren't really going to give you their name.
They might if they're being held against their will and we're trying to get their mother. It'd cost a bit of coin, but I bet you we could probably hire a sending spell in Waterdeep.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Virus just kind of starts getting this like real big shitty grin on his face.
Varus, please
Oh.
don't do anything stupid.
Have I ever?
Should I answer that honestly?
I gestured to the +1 dagger on my belt.
I'd pull out my dagger as if that's supposed to mean it.
I'm like, hey, we've gotten prizes from my stupidity. Thank you. That's all I'm saying.
You can see Arathorn and Vesperin and Selby kind of start packing like a bag.
Good call.
Keep it subtle.
We're giving you a tour. Vesperin picks up like a small dagger and just like puts it in his like boot.
There's also the option of starting fires too on some of the tents. That would clear people out pretty quickly.
On people.
Yeah, there's a house full of mimics. Oh God. I look over at Glory.
Yeah.
And I say, fuck the dragon. So, here's what we do. Well, don't knock until you try it. Anyway.
I'm supposed to do that. I'm supposed to say that. That's not. What? I've never.
What if you got Cyrus to follow you into the little house of mimics?
There's a house of mimics? Okay.
You get him to follow you in there. I happen to know one of them does not like the word sit. And I believe that once the scent of blood got into the air, nature would take its course.
Glory will just kind of nod.
We're totally lost in spacing this, aren't we?
And he'll just kind of like just nod his head and like walk out the the tent.
All right. So if Glory and I handle that, could you three get them out of here?
Absolutely.
Sure.
Sound good?
We're coming back for the dragon, though.
Yeah, I completely agree. Once Cyrus is out of the picture, then I don't think that'll be a problem.
Okay, so whoo, okay.
No break!
This is gonna be interesting.
I love the idea of calling for the silver dragon at first, but then it's like, wait a second, you told me that whenever I said sit, it attacked. It's like, wait.
Hey.
On the other
So
hand,
when Glory
calling in a silver dragon airstrike is inspired.
It is pretty cool.
the thing is, okay, so here's what happens. Glory has walked out of the tent, and you just hear him go, "Oh, excuse me, ma'am." And you see the like very pale white-haired woman walk in
Hmm.
and just cross her arms. And once this is the first time, Virus, that you've gotten close to her, and you
Mhm.
kind of see her eyes do have a draconic tint to them,
Hmm.
and she just points a finger at you and goes, "You're not hurting my baby."
I'm not planning on hurting anyone's baby.
Yep, I don't see your baby.
If anything, I believe we're looking to free your baby.
That's why I've been posing as their beastmaster.
I see.
I want to swallow that little halfling whole.
Does he
Well,
have to be intact, or can he be in a couple of pieces?
It depends.
I was personally hoping to see him get ripped apart by a variety of tiny mimics, but
Oh no, that could still be possible. I can resurrect him multiple times.
well, that could work out very well. But if you would help us, we could help you. It would not be an issue.
He just kind of smiles.
All right. So we have our distraction, we have our escape route, and we have someone to take care of the petting zoo.
Yeah, outside your distraction is currently yelling and infernal how
Shit.
Cyrus did things to a goat.
Right. I'll catch up with you guys. Sprinting out.
Goodness gracious.
It's
I'm gonna cover the griffin's ear holes, whatever.
yeah, you told Glory to make a distraction and to leave the tent.
You sure did. I'm going to message Cantrip him directions to the House of Mimics.
You cut out.
Broke up on that one pretty good.
Ah, crap. I was gonna say I messaged Cantrip him the directions to the House of Mimics, and
You
I'm
just see him just bolt as you see this tiny little halfling.
yeah, pretty much we're probably both using cutting action to dash.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty much going to circle around behind the building and try to slip inside before Glory gets there if I can.
Yeah. Yeah, I can say you could double dash.
Okay.
Because when you open the door, you see Theobald there. As a little elf boy, his eye just widens and he's like, hmm?
I say, Theobald, you may be about to inherit a carnival. Just
What?
do me a favor. Um, go outside for a little bit.
Okay. Why?
Because some bad men are about to come in here.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't want you to get hurt. It'll be
He just
fine. I promise you it'll be fine.
and you see one of the mimics is in a chair, in one of its forms. There's a motion on the ground, and you see Mimi just nuzzling it and
Oh.
See, Mim?
that's the sound
Mocha,
Glory's making right now.
yes, Mocha thought that was cute.
It's
But yeah,
adorable.
you just see a red devil just charging right towards the mimic's house.
I'm like, yeah, you might want to go out the back if you can. And I was going to kind of step to the side of the doorway and try to not touch any furniture, but I'm just trying to hide as best I can.
Yeah.
Hold up the hand crossbow exactly at eye level.
Just
You see Theo just I'm not even gonna roll for this because this is just gonna be funny. You see Theo just kind of step out and you see him just change into this like little goblin.
Oh.
He's like, what do we do?
just hide.
Okay. And you see Glory just kind of run and jump on top of the house. And Cyrus is just looking around, like seething. He has two little daggers out. One of them's like dripping with like this necrotic sludge.
I'm
And he
going.
just run. Oh,
Sorry, I was going
no,
to say
you go.
I created a minor illusion of Glory's voice from inside the house, going, "Come get me, you little shit."
Ooh.
Yeah, he will run straight in, just like seething mad, like ranting about how he's gonna rip Glory's tail off and feed it to him.
Um,
I'm allowed to do that. Thank you very much.
Oh.
if I
And he
could,
just runs straight into the house.
if I could get a surprise round, what I would like to do is basically have my mage hand just tap his opposite shoulder like it's six fucking grade or something, as I come in to try to basically just shove him into the chair mimic, and I'll be like, "Here, why don't you have a sit?"
Yeah, no, I'll definitely let you do that. Like I said, this plan's funny.
I think you mean genius.
Yeah, it's oh, you guys are probably leveling up after this.
Woo!
But yeah, you do that. Your John goes what? And then you also see Theobald. He's not in his goblin form. He's in a like this like gray skinned like almost translucent form, and he just whistles, and you just see the door. Like you're able to get out, and you just see the door shut like tight itself, and just hear blood curdling screams.
Ooh.
I go ahead and point at the direction of the tent where the others are, and I'll message Cantrip to Rana that it's clear. Go for it.
Okay, so Rana will give the rest of the gang the high sign, and she'll also hand Griffin over to Roy because she's looking for those half orcs.
Oh, baby.
Rory, do you still think this griffin's a baby?
Uh,
Do you want to roll another nature check?
sure.
I mean, technically, it's a baby. Oh, no, what a baby!
Lovely baby. This is
I
just what
mean,
elf babies look like.
How did you braid its hair to look like feathers?
It's amazing. Oh my
That's what
god.
elf
Despite what he would
babies
say,
do.
I'm a very talented mother. And with that, she finds the first sharpened tent pole that she can find and uses it as a lance.
Jeez.
Arathorn and the others look very confused.
no. Don't worry about that. We need to keep going.
And eventually, Yari, you see the little elf boy running after you, just like really fast, being like, "Wait!"
And that stealth is to see if she can get the drop on the two half orc guard.
Oh yeah, no, they look very confused. All they heard was Cyrus had intercourse with a goat, and then their boss disappeared, and so they're just looking around like. And I like to imagine you just shove one of the the lance right through the first one's chest and make like an orc shish kebab.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then I charge after the second one, waving it. Because at this point, I'm probably raging.
Yeah. We'll say you can success. How do you want to do this?
Okay, so how do I actually get the drop on the first one? Because I think that's gonna kind of dictate how I go after the second one.
So you got a really good 29 still, and these orcs are fucking dumb. One of them just like kind of looking at the ground, like on his knees because the halfling's short, and just squinting. And then you just hear it go, ugh, and then your lance just pokes right through its chest, and you just kind of like lift it up.
Okay, so I got the one that was kneeling or the one that wasn't kneeling.
The one that was kneeling.
Okay, so then I'm going to swing it basically like a giant hammer at the other one, screaming
Okay.
about screaming about just barely coherent about you do not take my children.
Oh. He just looks and goes, whoa, and then just gets squished into an orcicle.
And then I'm going to head over to the petting zoo and let everything loose,
Um,
including.
you notice the force cage around the blink dogs is gone,
Okay.
so they're somewhere.
Yeah.
Roll a shrink or a thieves' tools to try to get the chain undone.
Okay. So I'm assuming I'm raging at this point, so I'm going to do athletics
Yeah.
at advantage.
Mhm.
22.
22. Yeah. It's pretty. You have one of the little owl bear, like the mama owl bear help, because it's a little stuck. But eventually, it does break free, and you see its tiny little wings just go as the silver dragon baby starts to fly. It almost sounds like it's crying out for someone.
And do I see Mama Silver Dragon come in?
You see an ancient silver dragon flying through the air, and all of you in the tent. As soon as like you can hear the like baby dragon start crying, you see the lady in front of you start to transform.
I just give her a little bit, a kind of a little two-finger salute, and then head back to find my child Griffin.
Oh, you have all the animals following you now.
Okay then. Come on, guys.
My baby.
So, everyone is still in the tent when this happens. The tent's gone, by the way. It got destroyed. You see Raina come back with like this trail of animals.
Reyna, what did you do?
Took out the trash.
Right. That's fair. But why do you have all of these children?
Because it was
Aren't
either
they
that
your
or leave them
children?
in pens here.
To be fair, if we released them into the wild, it would probably wreck the ecosystem pretty quick.
You feel like the owl bears would survive because they do still have their parent.
Yeah, Darden will put him up. Give me back my baby.
And then you also hear a bunch of like just small barks everywhere, but nowhere at the same time.
Oh, avoid barking.
That's under. Well,
Those weird dog elves, Yari.
no. I've clearly got dog ills on the list already. These don't have two heads, so
Oh, true.
these got to be some other kind of elves.
So Rana's going to take Griffin back, give him some scritches, and says, "Okay, so can we get them out of here now?"
Arathorn just kind of picks his brother up and sets him on his feet and goes, "Yeah."
Yeah, I will.
But you are all able. The sprites are. You
Excuse me,
see
sorry.
Wally look very confused, pushing his little falafel stand. He's just kind of pushing it out of the carnival, like, what the
Yo,
hell is
my
happening in this
boy.
world?
Well, you're free.
Where's some welcome, my girl?
Wally was like, I was just coming here to sell air quotes my wares, and then there's screaming and there's dragon. So I'm going back to Waterdeep because they like me better there.
You know what? We'll come with you.
Okay, I'll lead the way.
Thank you, Wally.
Also, these weird little bugs won't leave me alone, but it's kind of nice.
Well, think about it. Now you can sell air quotes cotton candy too.
Cotton candy for waffles?
Exactly.
Oh, your wife's gonna be so proud of me.
Is it bad that out of character I really want to hug him right now?
Oh,
Hug. but he's a very gangly half orc.
Oh, Wally. You haven't been drinking your milk, have you?
I'm lactose intolerant.
Oh.
But eventually, all of you, after leaving this chaos that you've been there for 2 hours, make your way back to the yawning portal. The rest of the like griffins, because there's only like two other ones, and the owlbears have wandered off.
Do we still hear the puppies?
Oh, there's barking following you, Roy. You do not know where it is.
I'm
I still
going
have Griffin,
insane.
though, right?
You still have the griffin in your arms, yeah.
Okay.
You still have Griffin the Griffin. What
But
about the dragons?
They have flown off.
Okay. So we're left with Griffin and the puppies.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Jordan is gonna love this. So yeah, you make your way back to the yawning portal. You see Gucci the goblin just sitting. He's making like this handbag.
Ooh.
He goes, "Oh, welcome back." And he just kind of follows us. Varys, you see a very stressed out looking Therival.
I shall approach him, just calm as can be.
Okay.
I say, so you looking for some missing kids?
He'll just kind of like squint at you and be like, "How? Maybe. Yes."
He says, meet me at the yawning portal in a few hours. But whenever you go back, you make sure you mention my name and Rana's name to your boss.
Of course.
Our warmest regards and all that.
You're very cold right now, but I understand.
Yeah, you know that it's that time of the year for me. I put on my
You see him
sunglasses.
just kind of poop out.
All right, cool. But yeah, I'm gonna go try to seek out the Fey kids and be like, look, I think I got you a ride home. But we're gonna go have to hang out at a tavern for a while. Should be fun though.
Us. When you say it, Sylvie's like, "Oh no, a tavern.
I know it's terrible, right?
Horror."
Uh, probably resistant. There's some kind of magic portal to some sort of hell dungeon in it.
What?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Arathorn kind of looks really like sullen and sad because his brother is still only speaking in Sylvan, and he's very confused.
I look to his brother and I say, do you not remember Sylvan?
Arathorn?
Yeah,
He just shakes his head, like, no.
it'll come back to you in time, I'm sure. But until then, shit, I wish Parley was here.
I know.
I was going to volunteer her helm so that they could talk.
Does nobody here speak Sylvan?
I do. I can translate for them. That's
You
what I'll.
do.
That's what I'll do once we get to the tavern. I'll sit there and translate for the brothers.
Sounds great.
Rana's going to sit there with more beef jerky from her pack and teach Griffin some tricks.
He doesn't understand any of them yet, but he just always like tries to snap at the jerky.
It's okay. It's a mother son / daughter bonding moment.
Yeah, you're not sure the gender yet. You also notice Glory didn't follow any of you to the tavern.
Oh no. Rana, where's your husband?
He'll show back up.
That's very unconcerned.
Roy knows where Glory lives.
I'm gonna you guys don't need me, I'm gonna go try and give these puppies out.
I was gonna say you might consider contacting your clergy because Mia Licky, this seems right up their alley.
She's.
As you're talking, Varys, you notice these little blink puppies just appearing all over Roy and disappearing.
If
That's
nothing
pretty
else, they seem
awesome.
rather attached to me.
As long as you don't mind carrying the food. It'd be a lot of puppy chow.
Yeah. If I could just get them to hold still for a second, and I'm
It
gonna try to
almost,
grab one.
you grab it, and it almost looks like it's smiling at you, and then it just.
Stay, please. Sit, roll over, heel, whatever.
Griffin sits.
Good boy.
They're
Your baby is
talented
very
beasts.
well trained.
Did I ever tell you the story about how the Blink Dogs taught the Eladrin to face step?
The what?
How the Blink Dogs taught the Eladrin to face step?
No.
I start weaving a bullshit story.
Okay, Arathon, Thorn, and Vesrin. It's always the Rin names. Are just in cap, like, in fact, like, paying attention to every word you say.
I'll roll performance check, see how well I do. Not bad for a non-bard.
Not great.
No,
Not
not
bad.
great.
Decent.
I
Do I
rolled
believe
average.
him?
He seems to have been telling a lot of stories lately.
Yeah, it probably definitely seems like a tall tale.
If nothing else, it's slightly exaggerated.
Exactly. Like, I personally wasn't the first one to learn the face step, but I know a guy who knows a guy.
There's only like 250-year-old Royal Adrin.
I'm actually the only true Eladrin. All the other ones are descended from me.
Ah,
Yeah. They call me Adam in the Feywild.
you're a very fertile man.
Extremely. A
It's
little
a
bit
real
too
pro.
fertile, I say, kind of surreptitiously pointing at Rana.
I throw a brick at Furious.
Griffin the Griffin runs after it.
See, you love me. You can't bring yourself to do it.
Eventually, a couple hours pass. Therival still hasn't shown up. Probably discussing things. Glory has look a little more like downstruck more than usual, but he just kind of sits at a table and just like watches everyone. Horn's still broken,
Oh.
but he's just watching, kind of rubbing that one spot with the bandage on it.
May I return with one puppy?
You return with one Okay. How about first you roll persuasion to try to give people blink puppies.
Okay. Damn it!
Looks like you're keeping all the puppies.
So here's what happens. So you go down to the docks because that's where your first instinct is. You see Lydia with Parley, and they're just kind of like holding hands and looking at the sea.
Oh.
And you manage to give her a puppy.
Yes.
And I'm going to give you an advantage because I feel bad.
Thank you.
But you do manage to pick out, like, give out every single puppy except one, but it's like with a runt, so it's like missing a leg.
Oh!
It has floppy ears.
This is my baby now. This is my child. I'm gonna. Can I hold him, or is he just gonna keep blinking out of existence?
He blinks around you.
You just hear a bystander running by yelling, "King in the North!"
What a strange fellow. I'm going to name you Ghost. Because I can't touch you and you're floating.
Eventually it does settle in your lap and just, like, look up at you and just pant.
Give him a little pat and scratch his back of his head and give him a smooch.
Now you have two things that can blink out of existence at will.
True.
Okay.
I'm adding ghosts to my treasures.
Okay.
What is Chester doing in the midst of all this, by the way?
You notice there's a commotion in the kitchen as Bonnie comes storming out and just points at all of you and goes, "Fix it!" As you just hear a bunch of like pans like slamming together and really bad singing.
Not it.
Not it.
Already taking care of a baby.
Sorry, Yari.
Yori goes off into the kitchen.
Do we hear Chester screaming or?
Yeah.
Oh.
But it's like excited screaming because he finally left him alone.
Oh. Is that my puppy?
I kind of like to imagine that after a few minutes we hear Yari singing with Jester.
Yeah. He starts playing his mandolin. You're not a griffin? Don't.
So Yari, you're apparently babysitting Chester and doing a little two-man band thing with him.
In the kitchen
That,
of the
that
Yawning
works.
Portal.
That works. I'm all in.
Oh god, yeah. Chester is doing really badly.
Oh.
Yeah, but I mean that's what we expect.
He's trying his best.
Nice.
Maybe.
When you don't give him bongos his size,
Yeah, no
you
one
can only
made
expect so
Chester
much.
size bongos.
The main
He's
issue
being
is that
cautious.
he believes loud equals good.
Yeah.
Oh god, he's an orc.
Arathorn, virus to you, is like just like pointing at the table and be like, carving it again.
Okay. I'll draw it out for him.
And he just kind of stares really hard.
Let's say, be careful, your face will freeze like that.
He holds up a middle finger.
Oh.
Roll an Arcana check.
Okay. 16.
I need to look up this spell.
Power word kill.
He murders you. You've heard it's quite a popular spell in the Fae of the Gaius spell.
Oh, yeah.
And that if sometimes what you can command is that for them to forget anything,
Mm-hmm.
and you have a feeling that this is how he can't remember like the Sylvan and everything. And that
Gotcha.
by some fluke, Vesrin ended it a little early.
He kind of got snapped out of it first. I gotcha. Okay. Well, thankfully his dad should be able to snap that like a twig. It's a little bit beyond my ability. Roy might be able to.
Does Roy have Greater Restoration or Remove Curse?
I don't believe so.
No.
I'm pretty shitty cleric.
I think that's a higher level thing anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. It's like a 5th level spell or some shit, 4th or 5th.
Oh yeah, you don't.
We're not quite there yet.
Yeah, nah. Remove curse. I could next level. So if we could just hold on to him for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna end the session soon, but the way I'm gonna end it is Glory is just gonna put a hand on Varys' shoulder and just lean down and just. Do you speak Infernal, Varys?
Of course I do.
He's just gonna whisper in Infernal, "You owe me."
I know. I don't like it, but I do.
And then just sit next to the baby Griffin and Rana and give the Griffin scritches. And that's what we'll end it for the night. And everyone is now level 7!
Wholesome family moment.
Woo! And now I take my first level of Necromancer.
Ow! Do you have the intelligence for that, Yuri?
Yes, I do.
Oh.
It's not that he ain't smart; he's just not wise.
It's the opposite of Ravashta. But yes, thank you for playing, friends. Tune in tomorrow for our first episode of Princesses of the Apocalypse.
Woo!
Spoiler alert, I'm going to throw things at people.
Yeah, Thapio continues.
I just realized that in my multi-class option it said that my second class is barbarian. But on that note, we would. Good night, everybody.
Bye
Good
bye.
night, everybody.